Hello everyone, it's Warnock Gamer 4 here, back with some more Armored Core 6 content. And from where we last left off, it's time for Chapter 3 of the campaign. So to start, I do some new arena battles that they give me. The fights didn't really give me much trouble, except for the very last one. For some odd reason, this one gave me the most trouble. But eventually at the end, I was barely able to make it through. And with that section of the arena completed, it's time to tackle on some of the new main missions. Which one of them was a simple just gather data. But in the second part of the mission, we get introduced to an entire new group that just decides to barge in. This group has a lot more advanced mechs to fight, and has a giant warship with a hull integrity that is pretty much made up of paper mache. It's actually incredibly easy to destroy this type of enemy. They also make quite the introduction. Oh my god. With the giant show of power over, I get access to 3 missions. One of which is a destroy mission that gives me some bonus pay if I destroy some fuel storage. Seems like a pretty simple in and out mission. Just get to the end and destroy the thing. But of course it's never that simple because they decide to send an entire kill squad at me. These guys are the PCA's special forces. Pretty much some of the elite of the elite. And let me tell you, they kind of hurt quite a bit. Look,
at 30%. One repair kit remaining.
But that's until you get them in the corner and they're at your mercy.
You're a real troublemaker, Raven. That's expected level of resistance, sir.
It made it pretty easy to take down one of them.
Code 3 with Charlie. Lieutenant is down. Roger. Proceeding as planned.
And the second one was a bit too close of a fight. Pretty much the only reason why I won the attempt was because of good use of my tiny buckler shield. That thing really saved my ass in this fight. At the end of the mission, I got a pretty damn good payout. But goddamn, look at the amount of expenses. I pretty much just scratched the paint of my AC, and the next thing you know, I owe 50,000 credits. And speaking of paint, I decided to give a simple paint job to my mech, as it was looking pretty dull. And with that, it's time to go on an assassination mission. And it's actually a stealth mission. So if you get caught, it's a mission failure. Yep, just look at all the stealth I'm doing. Yep, as silent as a sheep. Or as silent as a double mortar cannon can be. Yep, they didn't hear that. Nope. But once we get to the objective, we find nothing. But we eventually find the target and silently do a sneak attack. And now it's business as usual.
What the? Stop that! How dare you attack me with my back turned? Swinburne, I can't lose.
Destruction of it. These 2 double cannons are pretty good.
Wait, no, please.
Goodbye. Oh. With that mission completed, it's time for the next one, which is a sabotage mission. So I quickly go inside and eliminate anything in my way. Barely hurt the target, and next thing you know, I gotta quickly get out of there. pretty much a race against time as everything is red and about to explode.
AP at 30%.
Straight up.
AP at
I get out at the nick of time, and then that's mission complete. With the mission over, it unlocks a few new things I can do in the arena. That of which I decide to complete as soon as I can. Honestly, compared to the last letter grade of enemy ACs that I fought, these went by much smoother.
at 30%. At 30%.
With the arena done once again, there's now 4 missions to choose from. One of which is inside of a deserted city where I need to disable a few things. Also get ambushed by the invisible enemies that almost destroyed me.
What happened to the drone? Fortunately, the data we found helps to identify where the last receiving device is. I've set a marker for it. Let's check.
And with the last fog emitter down,
6-2. Do you read me before they
it's time for a rematch with the giant gunship.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
But this time there's snipers included in the fight. But luckily we can activate the city defenses to fight for us, which is a very good way of dealing with the snipers. So you can have that 1v1 with the gunship again.
Viking and mission completed.
But with the experience gained of just playing the game, the gunship was actually pretty easy to take down.
press the advantage 6-1? You've come a long way since
Also,
you
the
crashed
double
landed
mortar
on
cannons make this fight really easy, just because of the insane amount of stance damage it does.
50%.
And with the gunship defeated, it's on to the next mission. Easy. Which is a simple defense mission of tactical nukes.
Don't let them slip past you.
Honestly, to me at least, this kind of mission is boring. So I'm just gonna skip most of it, as it's pretty simple what's gonna happen.
Fancy tourist.
A random little spacecraft came out of nowhere, but it's kinda nothing. Pretty easy to take down. At least at the end you get a good firework display.
Looks like I was a little off. Well, close enough is good enough for me.
Now out of these next missions I can only choose one. Because these missions are decisions, it's gonna change the outcome of future missions later. And this time around I decided to choose to eliminate the enforcement squads.
Balem's counting on you, Gun 13. Happy hunting.
The start of this mission is pretty simple, but it's easy to get carried away with ammo consumption. And because of these more mobile mechs, it's easy to just lose repair kits to them. At the end of the location, there's a mini boss that you gotta fight that is really annoying. It's highly agile, does a shit ton of damage, and can shield bash you. Oh my god. I actually died quite a few times and it was very frustrating.
Target terminated. My shielder activation 50%. Target terminated. Finish your work too, interloper. Coexist for a few. Target terminated.
This weekend 61. Go for the jugular.
Target terminated.
Honestly, fighting that guy isn't that frustrating. The only problem is that if you die, you gotta restart all the way from the beginning. That's what made it frustrating to me. But because of this, I learned how to quickly dispose of the enemies along the way. Also swapped into using the double pistols, as it's what usually take down the enemy ACs that I fight against in the arena.
At 50%. That comms interference must have been your work too. Light hand ammunition. 30%. Reach 50%.
And with the mini boss down, it's time to go to the next mission where I attack an old spaceport. I decided to swap out my loadout, but it didn't provide very good results.
AP at 50%.
The good thing about the first part of the mission is just to destroy heavy warships that are stationary.
Hey, buddy.
So the loadout kind of didn't really matter at all.
Looks like you're doing just fine, buddy.
But once I'm done with the warships, it's time for the difficult part of the mission, which is another kill squad that is sent to eliminate me. But at least this time I got some backup.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Finish the boss.
Sending report. System.
But because of the lack of damage output of these weapons, I go down the first try.
Target Raven terminated.
Sometimes all you need to do is just change one weapon and the encounter will be much easier.
2 repair kits remaining.
These are elite PCA enforcers, buddy. Don't give them an opening.
Set that.
And with the help of Rusty, we eliminate the 2 mech pilots. But it isn't over because we got a new problem. Oh, that's a worm. We're playing Lost Planet. And during the entire encounter with this new enemy, I couldn't stop thinking about the Alaskan bullworm from SpongeBob for some reason. I'm pretty sure I only thought of that because of the snow everywhere and the giant mechanical worm. And after that pretty little intimidating intro, the 2 rival companies decided to cooperate with each other. With the end of that mission, I did a bit more of the arena. Then go on a mission to help Cinder Carla to get a giant cannon that we're gonna need. I ran the simulation, so I'm gonna win. The mission itself is a very simple get from point A to B. The only problem is that I decided to waste a lot of my ammo on the little enemies, so I didn't have enough when I had to fight the enemy mech. And because there isn't a supply replenish at all in this mission, I just died. I don't have ammo for this. Second time around, this time with having a shit ton of ammo, I'm gonna take down the mech with no problem. There. So annoying. And with that mission over, it's time to do the next one where I have to defend the old spaceport I just took over. And sometimes the mission doesn't go as planned, because now we gotta fight the original owner of the license that we stole. We need to fight the real Raven. I did get hit pretty bad in the battle, but with the twin pistol loadout that I have, the Raven goes down pretty quickly.
At 30%.
That pilot just wiped.
Raven, we can still.
Now the next mission is a simple data recovery mission from the voices in my head. Nothing exciting really happened during the mission. And now it's time for a final one that concludes this chapter, which is destroying the ice worm. It's a joint company cooperation mission. Unfortunately, the first try didn't go so well. Oh, that could have killed me. Oh, nearly killed me. That killed me. The second time around, it was much easier to take shots. Come
More
on.
firing sequence. I won't miss.
Secondary shield down.
Gun 13, the head's open for a direct hit.
We're not through yet. His primary shield is getting stronger.
Stay cool, buddy.
I'm out, tourist. You're on your own now. Withdraw. Looking pretty beat up there, freelancer. Someone forgot to feed the beast, Gun 13. Go give it something to chew on.
No, I can't hit that. That's so dumb. The barrier was there. And with the final hit making contact,
Primary shield down.
along with the giant rail cannon shot, I beat the ice worm without much of a problem. And nearly killed me.
Shield has been wiped out.
It's all on you now, buddy.
The rope is not getting stronger. Hurry!
Oh shit.
Is it over?
Big driver wins.
Get clearance.
And with the giant worm exploding, that concludes chapter 3. It was actually a pretty damn long chapter. But now that it's over, it's time for chapter 4, where the suffering continues. Well, this has been War Night Gamer 4, and make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell notification for alerts when I post a new video. And thanks for watching this video and my previous videos if you have as well.
Go get your
Later.
rest, 621.